Welcome to Red Dead Redemption 2, it's Abyss, and in this video today, I'm going to show you how to unlock the trophy/achievement called The Real Deal. Now in order to unlock it, you need to achieve MVP 3 times. Now the way this works is you need to have at least 4 players within that round. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I was able to achieve this through the race series. One thing to note is, yes, I do have the Ultimate Edition, so I will have the better horse. So you will see my horse stamina at 50%. This is the goal I recommend having your horse stamina at, either by getting a better horse or maxing out your horse's bond. At 50%, I didn't have any trouble at all coming into first and maintaining it. Next, I recommend doing this with a friend. You can either rotate whoever is trying to get MVP. Now having an extra friend with you is going to help because they can attack other players while you or a friend is going for first place. I ended up getting my MVP with a friend of mine, so big shout out to Jin for helping me out. One of his runs, he didn't really need too much help. He had no problem at all doing the regular races, but one of his runs, he was in first place. There was someone in second. I was coming up on third. So basically, I took out the guy in second, and he had free and clear of the race where he just had no problem at all. He even was going to give me the MVP, but what I figured is, no, you take the MVP, because that was the last one he needed, and now when I go for my MVP, he can go and disrupt all the other players by going and attacking them. Now if you have a posse of 4 players, and 3 extra people going around in there helping you out, it's going to be definitely a lot easier having 3 people disrupting other players while one is going for first place. Now remember, in order to get MVP, you need to come in first. Okay, so with these race series, they have 2 different types of races. The one that you're watching right now is just called race, and is a point-to-point race, and either it will be 2 laps or it'll be 1. This particular one is 1 lap, and it has 36 markers that you basically need to go through. Now the one that has 2 laps will probably have like 18, and you'll just have to do 2 laps around the map. Alright, so for the next one, I'll be back to explain exactly how that race works. It is slightly different than this one. It's more or less you have to ride through these single flares. It's not going to be like your traditional race like this one, where you're just going around laps and you're hitting certain markers. Last, you'll notice me going through these barrels, and these are very important to do simply because they will give you the weapons you might need, or it'll replenish your horse's stamina. So you always want to aim for these whenever you see them. Alright, so this is the other race, which is called a open race. Now, in order to complete this one, you need to ride through all the single flares and then come back to the goal. Now for this, what I like to do is, you can either go to the left or kind of go to the right. I like to go towards the outside of the map and try to get through the single flares. So you'll see me kind of go off towards the left and try to pick the ones that are farthest ones away and sort of kind of work my way towards the middle and then go towards the outer way. Once you go through all the flares, you'll just have to go back to the goal and place first place. Now this one, I didn't feel like it was that difficult in the other races. It's more or less getting used to where, and again, your buddies can disrupt other players by killing them too. For some reason on this one race, it's not as bad as the other one, maybe because you're all, spread out through the map and everybody's going to, different ways trying to get these flares. With the race, you're kind of in a tight race, so people can attack you a little bit easier. Now those are the two different types of races that you can come in first place to go and achieve the MVP. I honestly feel like the races are a little easier, and having a group with you should make this a little bit better trying to achieve the MVP. Other than that, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, make sure you support by hitting that like button and subscribing and turning on the notification bell. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.